Here we go, we back at it. Kanye West is back. He's back being a victim. This time, he done broke up with Gap. He's trying his hardest to break up with Adidas. Let's hear what he got to say.
West, now known as Ye, said he is terminating his deal with the retailer for failing to meet obligations in the agreement, including product distribution and opening Yeezy Gap stores. Joining us now to discuss, we've got a surprise guest for you,
Idiot.
is Ye himself. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So talk to us about what happened here. Why are you terminating this deal?
Now, before this even gets started, I can guarantee you he's going to go from super humble to bragging on himself before this interview is over. It is guaranteed. He can't open his mouth without bragging on himself. It's coming somewhere. Watch. Come on. Hang yourself on the cross for us, yeah.
With Gap.
Well, it was always a dream of mine to be at the Gap, and
Ain't nobody asked you about your dreams, Jay. We asked you what went wrong. You ain't gotta feed us the BS. It was not your dream to be at the Gap. You want to be one of these super high class, luxury, exclusive brands so bad. Your dream was not to be at the Gap. Cut it out.
to bring the best product possible to the masses. And I always talk to them about doing products for $20, like the best product in the world, designed at the same level of the top fashion houses in the world.
When have you ever seen a Yeezy product for under $50? You had $120 socks, and you on here talking about you wanted items for $20. This is why I can't stand him, because he talk to us like he think we stupid.
At $20 for the people. And so we went through 3 years, and obviously there's always like struggles and back and forth when you're trying to build something new and integrate teams. So we designed an entire collection, and I wasn't able to set the actual price that I wanted for this collection, and then they actually took one of the shirts and sold it for $19. So didn't price my stuff. Priced my stuff at like $200 and above their whole price point normally, and then did the exact shirt for $20. Also, they did pop-ups, and I signed on with them because they.
So in other words, they did business. Instead of waiting for you to get your act together, they kept rolling on and did business. And now you're sitting back complaining, wanting to be the victim. Come on.
We had, in the contract, they said they were going to do stores, and they just ignored us about building stores constantly. And it was very frustrating. It was very disheartening because I just put everything I had. I put, all of my top relationships. I went and got Demna, the head designer of Balenciaga, which is one of the hottest brands in the world, to come. He does couture.
But you want $20 items.
He ended up, working.
He went and got the head of one of the top fashion houses in the world, but yet you wanted to make items that cost $20. Come on, y'all.
On a Gap collection for me, there are a lot of things, colorways that I didn't approve. There's a lot of places that the product went to, certain sites where it was like they were just dog and pony.
So in other words, the general public had access to my product, and I didn't say that these people in the general public could have access to it. Thus, messing with the exclusivity of the brand. Thus, meaning ain't nothing gonna be $20. Back to my beginning point, you a liar. Call a spade a spade. You talk out both sides of your face.
And the idea around town. And sometimes I would talk to the guys, the heads up, the leaders, and it would just be like I was on mute or something. And they totally, our agenda, it wasn't aligned. And I know, my family, we're Garmentos. My family, we made the first Louis Vuitton bootleg jogging suits. When they used to confiscate the bags in LAX, that's actually literally my family that would cut up those bags and make jogging suits. We literally would make cross colors. Yeah, this is because people always think of things.
It's the same guy that early on in his career, he was the polo guy. Does he not remember that we'd been around for the past 20 years? We done seen him. You couldn't afford that stuff back in the. What are you talking about? Your family. You had musicians in your family. Oh, so now we just claiming our friends' legacy? Stop it.
The celebrity. This kind of, I wouldn't have been so influential in clothing language. I like that, but I like the word language better than aesthetic. Because the language is a base, aesthetic is just a style. It's a language that me and Virgil and Dimna and Jerry Lorenzo and Matt Williams brought in streetwear, in this like Mark Echoes
No, it was always there. What happened was y'all took it and y'all made it Hollywood. We had the Mark Echoes. We had the Fat Farms. We had the Fubu's. We had the Rockawares. We had street brands that were ours, who owners looked like us. But they didn't like the fact that all that money was being spent in the hood and being kept in the hood by black faces. And all those places went bankrupt and all those brands got downgraded for these high price brands in which you champion, in which you cried for the past 10, 15 years to be able to sit at the table at. That's what happened. You didn't revolutionize anything. You was part of the heist and part of making it mainstream.
Idea of what it is today, what high schools look like today, and everyone knows that I'm the leader, I'm the king, right? So
Told you.
A king can't live in someone else's castle. A king has to make his own castle.
We're hoping things will pick up by.
And on that note, we're gonna get out of here with your man Ye Crazy. Support him if you want to. I'm cool. Like and subscribe. See you on the next one.